we'll begin the questions. So number one, we'll start with the first candidate, Doug Brewer. If you don't mind, you can approach, and I will read the question so that we all know this is one of the prearranged questions. And here it is. Most of us share concern about quality education for our communities, and we know it makes a difference to potential new residents. And we have great respect for those who are doing the job of educating Graysville's elementary, middle, and high school students. What are your thoughts about how to make the education offered to our children even better?
You can go to any principal, teacher, possibly parent or student that's in our local area, and they can tell you what this administration has served over the last 4 years, all of their needs that they have desired. But mainly, we want to do a couple of things tonight here, and that's to talk about our education system. I've met with Dr. Hammonds, Dr. Morris, and the school board members, and we've been recognized for the things that we have done positive over the last few years. I've even convinced the largest landowner in the city to donate over 80 acres, top flight acres, that won't have a lot of building to have to be done to it, to build 1 or 2 schools in our area. We need to ensure that every child in our community receives an education that prepares them for life in the 21st century. By that, what do I mean? Well, we've gone from a society of industrial producers to a society of service specialists, if you will. In the old days, a trade would get you through, but now we need people that go beyond the traditional trades, computers and technology. And the future of our children is that we need to strive for them to be doing these type of things in our educational system. I speak to teachers and principals all the time about this. And I feel like that we should continue on with the greatness that we have paved over the last few years of this administration. We go out each and every day. There are people that are here that work for the city, that go out and go the extra mile to make sure that all of our students, not only in Graysville, but in the surrounding areas, get the best education and provide services for them, and we'll continue on to do that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Same question will go to candidate Dorothy Hawthorne, if you will approach, and I'll reread the question for the sake of everyone here. Most of us share concern about quality education for our communities, and we know it makes a difference to potential new residents. And we have great respect for those who are doing the job of educating Graysville's elementary, middle, and high school students. What are your thoughts about how to make the education offered to our children even better?
My approach would probably be somewhat a little bit different. As you know, education is the foundation of any city, county, state, country, and without that, it's non-existent. So when I look at education, what can we do to better for our children? First, we have to look at different programs, things that the Jefferson County Board of Education or whatever system do not have in the schools. For instance, our state legislators, along with our federal representatives, have money. And in that money that they have, they can provide other types of programs that is not provided by the school system. For instance, out here in the western section, you see that we do not have Spanish offered in the preschool, not elementary. Those type of programs must be offered to new students or to residents, period. When I say residents, I mean students who are born to the school system in Jefferson County. If we leave the legislators, we can also look at what do our own entity offer, such as the library. They must create and develop a family activity center. In that center, it must offer other type of activities. For instance, music, arts, along with whatever other young people have a problem with, like the SAT. If the sports are not good, they are labeling our children. You may say, hey, mine is being good. But if the school system that they are attending, if the scores are low, they are labeled. So we have to look at other alternatives that We can also look at other things in the church, which we all love to attend. There is a component there that we can work with, and that is geography. Anyone know, if you study the history of the children of Israel, you are going to cover every aspect of civilization. So that's another area that you can consider. So we all can do something. But as a legislator, they have money.
Thank you very much. And Randy Teeter, if you can approach, I'll reread the question for the sake of those in the audience. Most of us share concern about quality education for our communities, and we know it makes a difference to potential new residents. And we have great respect for those who are doing the job of educating Graysville's elementary, middle, and high school students. What are your thoughts about how to make the education offered to our children even better?
Well, that's a hard act to follow. A retired school teacher on a school question, that's a hard act to follow. I'm aware that we do maintain lawns at all the local schools in our area, and we of course continue to do that. We provide money, as the city does, matching money, but we provide money for a nurse, for a health care at Brookville School. And we will continue to do that. I also, what comes to my mind was a DARE officer, and we could provide classes, and maybe in conjunction with the Bridge Builders organization, we could provide some classes for the DARE officer to teach children the consequences of drug abuse and crime in general. Also, the fire department could schedule training programs to possibly teach children basic first aid. This is the way the city does citizens do. Education is the responsibility of Jefferson County Board of Education. And of course, we would have to, anything we would do would have to come through the Board of Education and the principal of the school. As a mayor, I will communicate with the Board of Education. I'm also familiar with the landowners that Mayor Brother spoke of. And we really had high hopes that they would build a school there, and they still might. It's still not out of the question. I don't know if we consider it. We do work with the Board of Education and a lot of other land use around behind the big ballparks. Our playground equipment is currently on the Board of Education property. I'll continue to work with them.
Great. Thank you very much.